Will it hurt your Social Security disability case if you refuse to undergo a recommended surgery? I'm Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a Social Security disability attorney. I represent clients nationwide from Maine to California. I'm able to do that because disability hearings are now held by phone or video. Location does not matter anymore. Now, the question about whether a refusal to undergo surgery can hurt your case is pretty much settled law in Social Security, and the answer is it will not be held against you if you refuse to undergo surgery. And specifically, I've had a lot of clients who've been recommended to have back surgery, a spinal fusion, a laminectomy, and they refuse because they're concerned about the long-term effects of that surgery, the chances that it may not go well, complications. They could end up no better off and possibly worse than they were before. They could end up paralyzed. So I think that as long as you have a good reason to refuse surgery, that should not be an issue. Now, if it's a minor procedure, and I'll give you an example. It's kind of a crazy example, but this goes back many, many years. I had a client who was alleging disability because of severe hemorrhoids, among other things. And basically the doctor says there is a fairly minor procedure we can do to clip the hemorrhoids and reduce your pain dramatically. My client was really reluctant to do that. And the judge, I remember in this case, was like, he even said, he goes, my wife underwent this surgery. It's not a big deal. And if you do that, you're going to be a lot more comfortable and very possibly able to work. I don't remember what happened in that case. This is going back 25 years or something. But I just remember that case because I think that, it is possible that if there is a very minor procedure that you could have done, maybe an arthroscopic surgery for your knee or something, an arthroscopic surgery on the elbow or hands that would restore function, you might have to have a really, really good reason not to undergo that. If the complications are pretty rare, it's a 15-minute surgery. But again, I think that you could certainly make an argument if you have a real fear of undergoing anesthetic, because that can cause some problems with you mentally, or if you're just concerned about the potential problems with the surgery. I mean, there's certainly examples of people undergoing. I remember there was a famous case of a young lady who underwent tonsil surgery and ended up brain dead. So those things can happen. Pretty rare, but they can happen. So I think, again, if you spell it out very clearly why you don't want to undergo any kind of surgery, or you have religious beliefs that won't let you do that. There's certainly some religions that don't believe in blood transfusions, things like that. So I think, again, if you can spell out your reasons, you should be okay. But I think the way I suspect in my experience has been that most judges are going to see, they're going to really understand that if we're talking about brain surgery or back surgery or, some maybe carpal tunnel, something like that, which is a little more involved. But if it's a really minor procedure, draining your knee or some, meniscus, tear repair, something like that, it's going to be a little more difficult to explain why you just have deathly fear of that. So I think it's really a case-by-case type of thing. That's something to discuss with your attorney. And like I said, if you're going to say you don't want to have surgery because of some specific concern, you need to really spell that out very, very clearly. And it needs to be consistent with other things in your life. So, let's say that, you say, I don't want to have a meniscus repair, but you've had, 3 other surgeries in your past. It's going to be more difficult to explain that. I think you get my point here. It's just going to be case-by-case basis, but the more significant, the more invasive the surgery, the more likely it's going to be okay to say, no, I'm not going to undergo that. Visit me online at ssdanswers.com. You can get a free case evaluation there. You can also request my Secrets to Winning Disability Survival Kit, which comes by email. If you thought this video was useful or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel, ring that bell so you'll get notification of any new videos. And of course, leave me a comment. I'd like to hear what you have to say about this. And visit us on Facebook, Ginsberg Law Offices. Love to see you there. We put new content there, and like our page. For now, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, wishing you the best. Thanks a lot. Hi, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about how to win your Social Security disability case, I'd like to invite you to download my Secrets to Getting Approved Early Survival Kit that I created just for people like you. Currently, I'm making the survival kit available at no cost, and I encourage you to grab your copy now. Some of the topics I cover include, how do I know if I have a case? Is it the right time for me to file my claim? 9 common mistakes that can doom your case. The 3 must-have arguments you use to win your case. And a topic that every disability claimant wants to know, how to avoid trick questions from the judge. If you or a loved one need to win Social Security disability benefits, you'll find the Survival Kit essential reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit ssdanswers.com/survival and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now. And as always, I wish you the best.